There are some consulting practices that talk, and then there are other consultants and consulting practices that actually produce results for their clients. And me and my team are absolutely one of them. So what I'm about to show you real quick is what we did to help in, let's call it 5.5, 6 months. We helped our client grow $250,000 in revenue just by helping them become more efficient. This is proof when I teach people that we can help them be able to grow their businesses and their brands offline and online, because we built businesses offline and online. You don't have to have a large following on social media in order to produce high numbers in revenue. And this brand, Get Baked OKC, is going to be able to show you exactly what we preach and exactly how it doesn't matter what chosen platform that you use for distribution, whether it's offline or online. The system is what matters the most. And as you can see here, this company doesn't have a bunch of followers on social media. Matter of fact, 76 followers on their main brand, Get Baked Dispo. And if you go to their other brand, the Bak'd University, where the education is done, and Bak'd Podcast, there are no followers there. And even if we were to go find the sales manager, sales executive for Get Baked, you're going to also be able to see for yourself here that he doesn't have a bunch of followers either as well. So there's no big personality, big personal brand that was able to show this. And I wanted to point this out because this is a company that the year before did revenue like $1.7 million. So what would a company that's revenue $1.7 million want us to help them with? To get better, to get more efficient, to become more profitable, because the sales executive began to start feeling that maybe that there are some things that they could work on that could ultimately make their business, their brand better, and he can do a better job at producing revenue and results. Well, what happened was, at the text right now, the communication that he sent me, he sent without really looking at the numbers. It's really hard to judge improvement. The biggest reason why I want to pause right here is because when you aren't generating the revenue of the marketing and the advertisement, all of this stuff first, people think that just marketing and advertisement is the only way for you to actually increase revenue and sales. When the truth is, you have to find a way for you to actually service the same customer efficiently, make sure your pricing is efficiently priced, provide them more value, more products that you can offer them. You may see less foot traffic from them, but the amount of things that they purchase on a regular basis from you, the order size will continue to rise and go up. So we're looking right here. If we go look at these numbers, you're going to be able to see with these numbers that the year before on this chart, they did $1,705,280.30. The very next year, which is this year, they did $1,963,256.25, which is an amazing feat that most people don't even have the ability to be able to do. And if you ever just look at what those black lines are on the graph, those black lines right there are what the numbers were the year before, and when they spiked and when they peaked the year before. So you're showing that the revenue from year to year on year up, if you look at from that time period from when we worked with them to the end of this year when we started working with them, you can see the numbers in comparison to the year before have spiked. What are the difference? Teaching sales pricing, teaching product grouping, teaching becoming more efficient. They had 10% less foot traffic inside of their dispensary, but they had a 23.2% increase in units sold, products sold, and it had a 15% revenue increase. So how do you see less people and make more money? There is a system that comes with it that you have to be able to monitor. We're going to be going over the system. We're going to be going over the basics of those things and breaking down Get Baked as a case study only in the Private Bank Society. So if you're not a part of the Private Bank Society, you're missing out, because we're actually showing real life case studies of how we continue to produce crazy results. So that's over $250,000 in revenue that we were able to help aid in growth, and we haven't even started the marketing and the branding yet. So imagine when we start the marketing and the branding and online e-commerce and actually get to set that up. So he invested in us to help him become more efficient, already made way more money than he invested in the consulting. So he's already positive $160,000 plus with that brand, with that company. And we're making the sales executive look amazing to his company because guess what? He made the right decision by bringing us as a consulting practice. So this is just a case study of many. But I just wanted to show y'all that and let y'all know what y'all missing out on. You're just not missing out on the information. You're missing out on viable information that you can actually apply from a practitioner who's actually living and practicing what we preach. When we tell people that we can beat a bank. So just imagine that, right? He increased for the company $260,000 of revenue, which is a 15% revenue increase, which means there's surplus capital. That's now more surplus capital that most people will go to the bank to go into to get access to $250,000. Now this company has access to $250,000 minus expenses that they can actually implement to help them acquire more business, to beat out their customers, or actually have that money for marketing and branding when we get in our bags. When we talk about consulting, we do it in and in, but we also teach you inside the Private Banking Society. So listen, that's you. Don't miss out. We got the plug. Let's get it.